Hey everyone, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. And also, much love goes out to those of you who helped me out on TAD. This is a free app that you can download. There were about 95 of you last week who participated, and that is awesome. You helped raise $60, which is going to go directly to my projects. All of the income that you guys make from that, it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to you guys. So all of those parts are going to be basically funded through TAD. So this is for the Spider-Man web shooter. I'm going to show you that I bought some Kevlar thread. This is about $40. This stuff, super thin. You can just tell that that is really awesome. So 400 pounds this can hold. So this can definitely allow me to swing across, no problem. And if I was to double this up, 800 pounds and so on. Now they do sell a thicker thread that would hold, increasing amounts depending on how thick it is. But I thought for the application to start out, 400 pounds is more than enough to hold me and a potential damsel in distress who I'm rescuing, Mary Jane, whatever you want to say. I'm sure she doesn't weigh more than 200 pounds, and I don't weigh more than 200 pounds, so we're in a good little area. Well, hopefully this will work. So how are we going to propel this thing? So these are from a separate project. This is actually the Boxy shotgun. This is a shotgun that was created by another person on Thingiverse, and we kind of just adapted it with these propane-filled canisters, and since they're flammable, it sends out a fireball. Now, I didn't really take the time to show you how that works. There's a little bit of fuel, and you can actually buy this adapter with these things and fill them up with propane. Propane is pretty flammable stuff. So let me just show you what I'm thinking about. We're going to have a wrist-mounted gadget of some sort that allows me to press this little button here on the back. Okay, can you see that? When you press that in, it releases all of the fuel. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like just by pressing it. Okay, it's a good little gust of gas that comes out of there. But if we were to combine that with a flame source, like an ignition source, check this out. It's amazing. That's crazy. See how much freaking firepower that came out of that thing? So what I'm thinking about is going to be like really not according to the books of Spider-Man, but it might actually work really well, I'm hoping. So this is going to be our fuel source. This is traditionally what is combined with this. These are for airsoft. So you put these BBs in there and it can shoot a cloud of BBs. And there's different types of Spider-Man webs, if you've noticed. You have the Spider-Man web shooter that shoots out like a glob that would go on the guy and get, and he would be blinded temporarily. There's like web bolts, which is kind of like, it's like almost like a paintball gun, like a monkey chest. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, there's, the web swinger where he can, tie the guy up. Like, how does that make any sense? It's not wrapping around him. There's another web shooter where he can kind of, you saw in the movie, I think the second one, he basically puts his hand over it and it shoots like a actual web, kind of like a blanket, like an actual web to catch the guy. That makes no sense. There's no science that would allow that to happen. You'd have to go into like quantum mechanics of fluids, and it just is not technology that is accessible, and I don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes. Like, what is life? What I'm thinking of doing is making multiple different types of Spider-Man web gadgets. So the first one's going to be more of like a grappling hook. I have these canisters, which this little piece of plastic can be 3D printed and made however I want. So I'm going to have, hopefully, and this is hopefully what's going to happen, it might change over time, we'll use the Kevlar thread. We'll have it, where is the end of it? Come on. And we'll have a coil that's going to be, I don't know, hopefully about 25 feet. I don't know how much we can fit into something like this, but if we elongated this, I'm sure we could get like a pretty decent amount of thread inside of this thing that would be in a spool. So whenever it would kind of explode, and then since Kevlar is really, really flame resistant, it's not going to be affected by the combustion within the chamber. So we're going to need some sort of combustion source, like a heated coil or a spark or something that's going to go off at the same time as you press the button with a fire. So I'm thinking we're going to have a glove. This was $20. Boom. So your $60 has been spent, but I think this is going to be what I'm going to use. So this is going to be a fireproof glove, okay? And I can use this in other projects too. So this is Nomex. This is has like a leather hand. This is fireproof, and we'll have one that heats up the coil, gets it nice and hot, and then the other one, they're going to have to probably create some sort of Arduino that presses the pin in on the back. You have a fireball. That thing is going to have a little hook on the end of it of some sort, and I'll be able to swing across. Now, the next thing that I have to do is figure out how do I not like break my hand, because when you have this rope wrapped around your hand, it's going to cut into it because there's a lot of power going into a small surface area. So we're going to need something to basically protect the hand from being constricted and breaking if you have 300 pounds. And I'll probably have to have a harness attached to my waist of some sort. There's a lot of components. This is going to take weeks to do, but I feel like if there's anyone out there who has some good ideas now, you should speak up and leave a comment or contact me via my email address, which is GreekGadgetGuru@gmail.com. This is like a ninja hand spike thing. I kind of want to try these out. I might start doing videos where I just test out all the gadgets that I have on days when I take a fun day off to try something. But these have hooks on them, and they're supposed to be like ninja hand things for like climbing trees. There's another part that's supposed to go around the wrist here and secure it. But you basically, I'm just showing you the metal portion. Now this could be milled on boxy, which is the same thing that we made the shotgun on. This is going to be basically combined, and there's going to be a little groove that we mill into the side of it, and that's going to basically keep it secure. And then we'll have some sort of locking mechanism, almost like a brake, to allow you to rappel down. And it's going to be really, really difficult to do, but I think we can pull it off. And through Tech Shop, I definitely have the CNC mill for other larger things, but I think Boxy will be able to do these for sure. And so that's kind of my idea for how to maybe rappel downward, and also how to protect your hand from breaking from the constriction of the rope. You guys want to see this again, I'm sure. I mean, it would even be just cool to have this be like a whole separate project. I was thinking about combining accelerometers. So when you throw a punch, it would heat up, and then at a certain speed and distance of acceleration, it would light on fire, kind of like Iron Fist. I was thinking about doing that for another project. Leave a comment below. I'll also leave a poll on top just so that you can express your opinion. I'll have different options for you guys, but I think it'd be really cool to have something built on the top of the hand, this fire fist thing with an accelerometer, so whenever you throw a punch, it will basically light on fire and send out a fireball too. So I know there's two ways to look at it. Like, yeah, a fireball is not going to do damage, but you have a huge, huge element of surprise, and they're going to flinch like this, which is going to expose their chin, which is where you smack. That sends a shockwave through this nerve in the back of your neck here, and that's going to pass. That they're going to pass right out. They're going down. So you're basically using the fireball as like a fake for them to flinch, and then whenever they least expect it, boom, they're down. They don't know what happened. And the fireball is going to go like... Oh, shit. Oh my god. Am I crazy or what? Alright, that's really cool. I really want to do Spider-Man because he's one of my favorite superheroes of all time. And I think that I can pull this off, especially with you guys helping me out on TAD. It's nice to know that people are interested in watching and being entertained by all the hard work that I've put into these videos, because I am working completely alone on a lot of these projects, almost all of them. And, you know, sometimes I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? This could be so much easier if I just had a regular 9-to-5 job. I think I'm waiting for my big break where I can get, like, you know, millions of views, and that would really just prove to a lot of sponsors, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. So that would be amazing. We'll see what happens. I really appreciate you guys being here. I love you a lot. No homo. Be sure to sign up for the notification squad. That way you always stay updated with all my latest videos. It really helps me feel like I'm doing this for people who are waiting to see what I have coming next. And also, the YouTube algorithm favor my videos so that I can maybe show the rest of the world and get other people to discover my channel. It helps a ton. So that's really what I'm trying to do, is inspire you guys and maybe show someone that they can build something with just things that they have around the house. Also, I'm not an engineer, so I'm just doing this stuff based off of what I feel is right. There's not necessarily a method to my madness, but I think that's the most fun. Sometimes I'm safety fifth instead of safety first, but I think that makes it an interesting channel altogether. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, take it easy.
Where is it written that all our dreams must be small ones?